What is up? What's going on? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. It's been some time, a couple weeks now since we've last spoken. And in this video, I was going to kind of do like redemption of shot Fujifilm Acros, and I like the results. But nah, we're not going to do that today. Today, we're going to talk about shooting flash on film, especially for those of us who don't have a digital camera to test how the light's falling, to test and see what everything looks like before we go ahead and do it. Mainly because not all of us have digital cameras. Also because you don't have to do it. Also because why not? And I hope someone will watch this and will kind of benefit from the information I share today. And while it won't be an overarching review of everything you can do, it will be enough to help you start. It will be enough to show you that it's not as expensive as you think it is. And it will be enough to get you going. You know what I mean? So what we're going to talk about today is just the stuff that you need, the different results you can get, or the different setup you need for certain cameras. And at the end of the video, I'll kind of just show you guys a couple images I took. And I just hope that you guys kind of enjoy it, Now, if you're shooting flash, you can shoot it either on a 35mm camera or a medium format. Now, you can do this two ways. You can shoot either with on-camera flash, which essentially just means attaching your flash to your hot shoe here, or you can shoot off-camera flash with the use of a transmitter that attaches to your camera and a receiver that attaches to your light, as you can see here. So receiver to light, attached to camera. Now, one point to note is that with your 35mm camera, there is something called a flash sync speed. And essentially what that then means is that you would have to shoot at the flash sync speed and below. So for most older cameras, 35mm, your flash sync speed is 60th of a second or below. For some more modern film cameras like your Canon EOS 1, and I think it's about 1/125th, somewhere around there, for your flash sync speed. So there's something to denote. If you were to go above said flash sync speed, what would then happen is that because the shutter curtain is closing so fast, half of your image would be exposed and the other half wouldn't be. There would be a black band or a very dark area, and I'll insert an example here. So just to be aware and be cautious, when you're using 35mm, you want to be at where the little lightning is or below. For the Mamiya C330, now it has a built-in leaf shutter, and essentially all that means is that from 1/500th to bulb, if I so desire, I can shoot this camera with flash at all speeds. And something else to note is that because in this video we're talking about the ability to shoot flash without a digital camera, something that's also very important will be a light meter. Now, what you'd want to know here, right, is that your light meter mode would have to be on the second one, so not flash coded, but just regular flash. And when you hit it, what happens is it blinks, and what that's waiting for is it's waiting for your flash to go off to then register your f-stop, right? Now, let's point this. Let's do it one more time. Point it this way. So you see the flash went off, then it registered with an f-stop, right? So when you're setting up your shots, all you have your model do is hold this in front of their face like this towards the flash, do a test shot, like so, use that reading to determine whether or not what your f-stop should be for your flash. Right? Now, something else that's very important that you remember is that your shutter speed is only important in the amount of ambient light that's let in. So with a slower camera like this, where your shutter speed is at 60th of a second, you'd want to remove as much ambient light as possible from the room that you're shooting in order to get a proper image that isn't affected by ambient light. The faster the shutter speed, the less light that's let in, but the slower it is, the more light ambiently that's let in. So if you don't have a digital camera, most of us already have a light meter, and it's very important in your journey to doing this. Something else to also denote is that you don't necessarily need a light box to use your flash, but many ways you can use your speed light to get softer light, right? Because the softer your light, or well rather, the smaller your light, the harsher it is, but the bigger your light, the softer it is, right? So if I were to fire this off the roof, it would go up, spread, come down. Fire it on a wall, boom, come back, right? So if you don't have, say, a soft box or an umbrella, that's one way you can make use of your light to get softer light. Or another option is to invest in an umbrella. Now, an umbrella is cheap. You can get it for around $20, $30. And this one right now, as it is a diffused umbrella. I have an attachment and I attached it to make it a reflective. But to kind of explain to you what a reflective is, so essentially what would happen is that the light would fire in here, bounce around and come back out. And it makes for a more contrasty and harsher light, right? It's still big, but contrast, because it comes in and it comes back out. It's not diffused. But if you shoot through this material here, this white material, what then happens is you get a nice, soft, even light. And it's really a matter of preference, so to speak, but this is 2-in-1, where it takes this small light, makes it bigger, and gives us a much softer light. And, you know, that's just something that you want to keep in mind. So now that I've shown you all of this, I hope that you found this insightful. I hope that this information helped you in some way to know what things work and what doesn't, and how you can get them to work to get better images with flash without a digital camera. I'm going to show you a couple images that I make with the umbrella I showed you, with both soft diffuse light and the reflective light. And you guys let me know which ones you prefer for your own work, or what you think looks better. Because again, at the end of the day, it's all personal preference. It's not anything else. You know what I mean? And with that, I bid you guys adieu. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found this insightful. And remember to like, comment, and if you haven't, please do subscribe if you made it this far. I really do appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.